Okay, this is the finals of the of this draft we've been doing. This is an 8-4, so always nice to reach the finals of an 8-4. Um, I'll go ahead and play first here. This is the type of deck that I'll actually draw first sometimes with. Um, kind of wish I had now looking at this. Um, but just because this deck is all about resources, I have so much removal that having the additional cards allows me to make decisions and choices as to what I want to kill. And sooner or later, they're going to have one fewer resource than me, and then I'm going to attack them with that extra resource. Um, so this is the type of deck that I will sometimes draw first with, depending on what he's running here. If he's running Rakdos, I'm not going to let him play first. If he's running Izzet or something like that, then sure. So here I've got 4 black. That's not good. But the second I draw 1 forest, any green source, I'm good. Plus I have a Slum Reaper, so I do have something I can play to kill something of his. Plus, he's just going to mulligan. Um, so we're keeping this, and here goes. Alright, this is one of those spots where I hate to do it, but if nothing else, we're going to try to draw out one of his removal spells. Um, the other possibility that he does here is that he puts some enchantment on the Gorehouse. I've seen that more recently um, in drafts that people will do that more often. Um, if he had, that'd have been fine because then I'd just Slum Reaper, and it probably would tap him out for the turn, or at least it's a good chance it would. Um, we don't really need the red mana yet, so I'm not too worried about playing the Gatecreeper. I'd rather just play the Axebane, which can block his guy. Okay. I'm going to play Gatecreeper here. Let's go get our red mana just in case. And note that the Axebane now gets us 2 mana. Notice again how fast he let that go. That tells me it's not that he considered that card and might counter it or something. No, he doesn't have a counter, so it's giving me kind of a read on what's in his hand. Now, this turn, maybe a spot where some might use the Slum Reaper, reduce this, even if they didn't draw the Golgari Longlegs. Kill this, kill that, and attack for 3. I'm not worried about him killing my 3/3, of course. I have so much removal in my deck that can kill the Rakdos Shred Freak for a lot. I could that next turn I could draw the I could draw this other removal spell that I have, one of the other ones that can kill this like a stab wound, and then use the Slum Reaper to kill something big. So I'd rather give myself that opportunity than needlessly killing a 2/1 with Slum Reaper. Ended up drawing the 5-4, so it didn't matter. But now he has a lot more resources than I do after the Thought Flare. That's always concerning. Notice he discarded two lands, so good job by him on filtering. 8 out of his presumably 17 lands are gone. Okay, for some reason he unleashed that. Can't say I 100% disagree or 100% agree with that. From his stance, he must have something in his hand that's got him doing that. Always love it when people do that. Always love that. So he just gave up a card to prevent 5 damage. Is there anything that he could have here that can wipe my board? There's only one card. Oh, I take that back. There is a second card that he could have. Mizzium Mortars. So, while you can't do this in real life, on Magic Online, I can go back and look at his last game. And let's see if he played any Mizzium Mortars anywhere. He does have Explosive Impact. Let's go watch the second game real quick. If you play quickly enough in your match, taking a moment to go back and do this is just not a big deal. Look at this, 3 enchantments. You know, if you've watched the previous videos, you know I love seeing my opponents play stuff like that. So okay, I'm going to play the Centaur's Herald, which if he attacks, which I'm assuming he will, I'm going to block and sacrifice after blockers are declared, but before damage is dealt. Mizzium Mortars is really the only card I'm that concerned with. The Storm card, I can't remember the name of it, that overloads for 2 red XX. Right now he can only do 2 damage, so not enough to wipe my board here. So not really worried about that. And earlier he used a 2/1 to prevent 5 damage and he lost his creature. That's how you prevent 6 damage and get a creature. Okay. Here's a spot where I'm going to trade a Gatecreeper for his 6/4 creature that's tapped. My only question is whether or not I want to... Okay, I'm going to see if he's going to make a mistake. I'm going to do it right now. First of all, I'm going to tap the Axebane. I'm not really worried about him attacking me with something where I would need to block with the Axebane. But I'm going to tap it because I'm going to be sacrificing my Gatecreeper. So I might as well get the extra mana out of it. Out of the Axebane, having the other wall in play. He'll sacrifice that. Now, let's say hypothetically I attack with all 3. I could send him to 6. If he blocked the Golgari, he would go, or if he blocked something else, like the Centaur is what he would block. He would go to 6 and have to deal with these 2 and the 4/2 with a 5/4 out. But then all it would take is one card that he plays to really stop me up, and since I don't have a whole lot of direct removal, and I don't have any removal in my hand, that's not really going to get the job done.